for allowing this to happen. And Pastor Bud is laughing because he's like, God is in control of the The song that I want to share with you is it's called the Negro National Anthem.
Good.
And you see, I'll tell a little story about it. It was written by James and Rose Johnson. And as a young man in our Apostolic Pentecostal Church in St. Louis, Missouri, around 1970s, in the mid-70s, when Andre Crouch was popular, and James Cleveland was popular, and the Hawkins family was popular. We had 5 choirs, 4 choirs, one choir every Sunday. They marched down. I couldn't wait till the choirs marched down, all except for this one choir. This one choir brought hymnals with them. And this 12, 13, 14-year-old young man, I did not like this choir because they brought these hymnals down and I wanted to clap my hands and shout hallelujah. And the fortunate thing is my mama and daddy were a part of this choir. So I had to sit up and look happy. This choir was called the Sanctuary Choir. And every third Sunday, I dreaded every third Sunday because they were going to march down in their robes and sing, lift every voice and sing, No Hawkins today. One day I was asking my father, I said, Daddy, why y'all sing that song? And he looked at me with such pride and joy. He said, well, that's the Negro National Anthem. Just like that. And I thought, huh? We got an anthem? And now, I was also raised on other hymns as well. And as I've gotten older, those hymns, Jesus keep me near the cross. Because God, bear the cross alone, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. These songs have really pricked my heart. But as I got older, I was researching this song. I thought, what's behind this song, especially now since there's a lot of racial controversy here in America. But I'm going to tell you, I believe that Jesus is the answer.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm going to say that again. I believe Jesus is the answer. And the way to get to God is through Jesus Christ. God is the answer, and we get it through Jesus.
Right.
The Negro National Anthem is called Lift Every Voice and Sing. It doesn't say lift every African American voice only. It doesn't say lift every Native American voice only. It does not say lift Hispanic voices only, Italian voices only. It says lift.
Every.
Say it again. Lift.
Every
voice. And I came about 1900 when James Rosemont and James Weldon Johnson, they were brothers. They wanted to acknowledge the late President Lincoln down in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, at an elementary school. And so Mr. Johnson was honored or asked to write a poem. Well, in his own words, he wrote this poem. And let me find out, let me get to it. From his book, Along This Way. As he wrote the poem, he describes it this way. After grinding out the words of the first stanza with pen on paper, the poet describes the feverish ecstasy of inspiration as the spirit of the poem had taken hold. He completed the 3 verses quickly, and he worked without pen and paper afterwards. And finally, when he looked down at it, he said he could not keep back the tears. Because he said the lyrics expressed the American Negro historically and spiritually. That's what we have to get, historically and spiritually.
Yeah.
So when I ask you to help me sing this song, it's not about replacing the national anthem, which I've sung hundreds of times as a Navy vet. at basketball games, football games, retirement ceremonies. I've sung that many times, and I'm a proud American. I will sing it again.
Yeah.
But as a sanctified man, I love this song because it says, lift every voice and sing.
Yeah.
Till earth and heaven ring. Not unlike what Dr. Miller told us, praise Jesus. Here in APC, praise Jesus for Lynchburg. Praise Jesus on behalf of Virginia. Praise Jesus on behalf of the United States.
Yeah.
So when I sing this song, it's not because I don't love America. It's not because I want to divide America. I want to bring America together. Through Jesus Christ. Amen. And it's interesting. After he wrote the song, he and his brother totally forgot about it. He wrote it in 1900. They totally forgot about it. And 2 decades later, children were continued to sing it. African American schools, because they were segregated, continued to sing it, and it became an anthem within the black community. So much so that the NAACP adopted it as its theme song in 1919. And it was in the midst of Jim Crow. It's really the only thing that the African Americans, the Negroes, had to hold on to. They had hope that one day this thing called hatred and racism, that because you don't like me because of the color of my skin, will be over. And I love APC because you're all peoples. You're all peoples. And I love you for accepting me and my skin color. I love you for accepting anybody else because they love Christ first. Amen. So when traditionally we stand and sing this, again, it's not because of the national anthem and replacement. It's just out of respect. In 1919, in New York City, they would, at the headquarters of the NAACP, they would put out a sign that said, somebody was lynched today. And it came up every day. Somebody was lynched today. And the people still sang, lift every voice and sing.